My screen is visible to all. Hello. Hello. The screen is visible. May I start? Okay, let us discuss why there is a need for DSM initiatives. And this DSM initiatives, you know, we need demand side is a management for peak load management for the sake of energy efficiency, technological advancement,
Excuse me, sir.
and there
Excuse me, sir.
are
Your presentation is not visible.
presentation is not.
Yeah. So you may open the presentation slide.
This presentation slide is open.
See, you go from the share screen. Then entire
screen I have got.
Yeah.
Entire screen.
Entire screen. Yeah.
Then
Select the screen.
Yes. Now it is visible. Visible or not? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, but I mean that window is not open. I mean the one which you are sharing, no, that window you should be able to see that window. You have not selected that window.
This entire screen I have selected.
Yeah. So in the entire screen you have to select the screen also. Then only you will be able to share.
Share screen. Then entire screen.
Yeah. Then share option will be enabled.
Yes. Now please check. Is it visible or not?
No, not yet.
No.
Okay. I'm sending it to Shreya and maybe she can do that. Yeah. Shreya, can you please share? I have sent it to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Shreya, is there any problem?
Visible.
Your screen is visible, but not the presentation. Open the presentation.
Already open.
Open the presentation window.
Is it visible now?
No, your screen is visible, but you have to open that window which is having that presentation.
Ma'am, I already opened window. Actually, it is not showing.
Have you shared the entire screen?
Yes. Ma'am, now is it visible? Hello?
Yes, now it's okay. Share.
Okay.
Am I audible? Share.
Yes, audible.
Okay. Make it in your presentation mode. Hello. Now it's okay. Make it a presentation mode. Share.
Shreya, take it in presentation mode. Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Yes, we are all set. Yes, sir.
So sorry for the interruption. Okay, let us move to the first slide. Slide, share. Yeah. We were discussing why there is a need for the DSM initiatives. Demand side management is required due to your various reasons. First of all, there are regulatory compliance. Now all the states they have their own DSM regulation, demand side management regulation. And as per that regulation, all the discoms have to make efforts and have to contribute some of their revenue towards the demand side management. So that's the regulatory compliance. Second thing is the energy efficiency. The energy efficiency, we all know the energy is precious and we have to conserve the energy. We all are professional and we are all are familiar with the pros and cons of this the energy consumption. That energy efficiency is primary concern. For that, we have to use demand side management. Next thing is the peak load management. Why this peak load is important? Because all the discoms, they have to purchase the power from the generators. These generators may be a thermal units, these generators may be a private entity, these may be a government entity. the thermal unit, hydro unit, gas-based unit, the whatever maybe the janitor just signed out thing, but the discom has to purchase the power from that, and this price of power fluctuate as per the requirement, as per the demand in the market, because that electricity market is the demand and supply market. And we will see how these prices fluctuate or how this load vary, and based on that load, that demand, they vary, as well as the price of the electricity vary in India. Next is the environmental impact. We all know that whenever we are consuming the electricity, there are some CO2 emissions, or there are some GHG emissions. To save that GHG emission, we need demand side management. And another thing is the cost saving. Because all of the consumers, whether they are a commercial, industrial, or residential, they want to save their electricity bill. Demand side management is also related with the cost saving. Then promotion of the renewable. Now there is talk of rooftop solar and the other renewables. That the renewable integration is also very, very important. And similarly for the grid stability, that we will discuss how this demand side management can support in grid stability. For grid stability also, we need demand side management. Next slide, share. Next. Okay. No. Previous slide. Previous slide, share. Next. After that. Next. Yes. No. Previous one. This one. Okay. So we have to understand that this demand side management is it's a management kind of thing. It's not limited to technological part only. All of us, we have to understand that. How this we have to understand. First thing is the demand side management is a mechanism to influence customers' capability and willingness to reduce electricity consumption. And these are the activities beyond the consumer meters. That means you have to convince the customers. You have to do marketing of the demand side management, and it's beyond the technological needs. Second thing is that demand side management is a utility program aiming to fine-tune consumers' energy consumption patterns according to utilities' energy production and distribution capacity. This we will discuss how this time of day tariff, power factor penalties, power factor incentives, they are supporting these demand side management initiatives. Next thing is demand side management program consists of the planning, implementation, and monitoring activities of electrical utility companies that are designed to encourage consumers to modify their level and pattern of electricity users, creating the consumer awareness so that they can modify their consumption level or they can modify their behavior. Demand side management relies on a combination of high efficiency equipments and efficient use of electricity through good operating practices. Demand side management is the implementation of policies and measures that serve to control, influence, and generally reduce the electricity demand. And DSM aims to improve the final electricity using system and reduce consumption while preserving the same level of service and comfort. This is same as in case of energy conservation. That means the service and comfort should not be compromised by implementation of demand side management. The energy consumption should reduce, but the production level, service level, that should not be affected. Next slide. Now, focus is on reducing the overall energy consumption. Second thing is peak load management to reduce the peak demand. And third is the demand response, reducing the peak demand for a short period of time for a few days in the year. That may be seasonal or that may be throughout the year. Next. Let us have a look on All India in daily load curve. Here you can see that this load vary during the day of time. There are time from 12 to 4 a.m. in the morning when there is not much load because the residential loads are off, commercial load mostly are off, only some industrial load, your street lights, they are there from 0 to 4. And then this load build up from 4 a.m. and it reaches to morning peak about 8 to 9. Here you can see this stabilizes, and during this lunch breaks and other things, then it further reduces, and the evening peak is there during 18 to 19 hours. So that means the 6 to 7 p.m. is generally the evening peak. Next. And this demand curve may vary based on the working day as well as in the holiday. During the holidays, because this office, your industry load may not be there, but load will increase in the residences and the other areas, your shopping complexes, commercial buildings. But these two curves will be different for the working day and holiday period. This you can understand by looking at these demand curves. Next. And this diversity in load and seasonal variation, this is also there. For example, in Delhi, we are having summer, we are having the winter. So these loads may vary according to that requirement. Okay. But in Maharashtra, for example, Mumbai and your Pune area, you have a similar climate around the year. So your load may be slightly flat as compared to Delhi. In Delhi, this load variation will be more because of the climate. Next. Now, coming to the DSM options, there are three options. First is the energy efficient equipments. Next is the differential tariff. And third is the energy substitution. Generally, whenever we talk of the DSM option, people think about the energy efficient equipment only. This is one part of the story. All your LED lighting, 5-star air conditioners, your star rated motors, pumps, fans, your controls, occupancy controls, and other controls, they are part of energy efficient equipments. On the same time, there are the things like time of day tariff, smart meters, factor improvement, penalties, incentives that may help to change the energy or electricity consumption pattern. These are also part of the demand side management. And next is the energy substitution, like your solar geyser, solar rooftops. They all are example of the energy substitution. Next. Regarding this lights, all of you are clear that there is nothing much to explain. This 100-watt lamp is equivalent to 14-watt CFL, and that is equivalent to your 6-watt or 9-watt your light emitting your diodes. Life of LED is more as compared to your incandescent lamp and CFL. Average life is 30,000 hours, and lumens is 120 lumens per watt. One more thing is there is no mercury component. So this is safe for recycling. Next. One of the prominent equipment is air conditioners, because now India uses more and more air conditioners due to climate change and other requirements. 5-star ACs are available. More than 5 ISEER, because B recognizes this star rating based on the ISEER rating. That is total annual amount of heat equipment removed from the indoor air when operated for cooling in the active mode, divided by total annual amount of energy consumed by the AC during the same period. Next slide, share. Okay. Now, this slide is about the fans. Kind of revolution is taking place in case of fans. This is what we have seen in case of replacement of incandescent lamps by CFL and now by the LEDs. Just similarly, this thing is happening in case of ceiling fans. Now, the conventional ceiling fans consumes more than 75 watt, but new ceiling fans with the BLDC technology that consumes only the 32 watt. There is considerable gap of approximately 45 watt per ceiling fan. And now this BLDC technology is being employed in table fans and other fans also, pedestal fans also. In future, you will find that all the conventional fans will be replaced by these BLDC fans. Next. Now, for the smart meter, as you know, The smart meters, if they are used with the smart appliances, can allow you to control your energy monitoring as well as the controlling of your appliances from any place. Even if your appliances are not smart, these smart meters can provide you lot of information as compared to the conventional meters. And during this RDSS and other schemes of Government of India, you will find that at most of the places or at 100% places, these conventional meters will be replaced by the smart meters, and these smart meters can be used further as a component of the smart grid as well as for the demand side management purpose. Next. Okay. We all are aware with the power factor improvement. What are the advantages of the power factor improvement? These power factor penalties and power factor incentives help the discoms for power capacity optimization. And now we have observed that most of the discoms have this system to the kVH billing. The earlier the billing was kWh billing. Now they are billing in the kVH billing, and due to kVH with billing, this has been inherent for all the consumers to make arrangement for power factor improvement. Next. This is about the energy substitutions, like your electrical geysers may be replaced by the solar heaters. Next. Next slide. Okay. We have all heard about the solar photovoltaics, and now this under the Prime Minister Solar Rooftop scheme, most of the work is being carried out in all the states. All the discoms have their targets to support this program. There are two kind of system, but this Prime Minister Solar Rooftop system, they, that is about the grid connected system. Although stand alone the systems are also possible for the places where grid is not there or people are not interested to take the grid connected system. Let's share. Now you're coming to the AgriDSM. Agriculture DSM has very much potential for the India, which is primarily a agrarian society. And we have agriculture load in most of the states, in your Maharashtra, Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, they all have considerable agriculture load. In this, The agriculture DSM, there are three options. First option is shifting the agriculture load to periods when overall demand is lower. That means off-peak hours. And by this load curve, we have seen that this demand may be lower during the night hours, or we may use solar hours if the sufficient capacity of solar is available in the state or this the discom distribution, then they can allow the agriculture load to be utilized during the solar hours. Second option is shifting the agriculture load to solar energy. This may be done by solarization of the agriculture feeders. First of all, we have to identify the feeders that are supplying the agriculture load, and for that, the feeders, solar photovoltaic plants may be installed, and that may directly supply the power to the agriculture load. This by installing solar panels on farms, energy can be generated and consumed locally, reducing reliance on the grid during peak hours. There may be some small panels also that can directly run the agriculture pumps. And these solar run pumps are very much popular in few of the states. And all these three ways, we can reduce the demand of agriculture consumers on the grid. Next. Coming to the demand your response. This demand response is of quite interesting topic nowadays. That may be automated or that may be behavioral. All the three types of consumers may be targeted by this, whether it is residential, commercial, and industrial. Purpose is to shift the peak load, and this peak load shaping may be possible by the various measures. There may be some technological measures, there may be some management measure, behavioral the measures. This we will discuss in the coming slides. Next slide. In this automated demand response, the peak demand during the peak demand period, demand is reduced without any human intervention. As we were discussing, there may be some smart appliances, and that smart appliances means cyber the physical system that may be connected through internet and through smart meters that may be controlled by the discoms. For example, your air conditioners, your washing machines, and other things that may be controlled by your the discoms automatically control the peak load. And this potential to change your energy, the management, business financial impact, reduce the carbon footprint. So this all about the automated demand the response. Next slide. And as compared to this, the automated demand response, we may have some behavioral demand response. In behavioral demand response, what can we do? We can create the consumer awareness. We can ask the consumer to of during the peak load time. This is the comparison of your automated as well as behavioral. And this behavioral DR based on the human interaction. And this behavior is at several places. Your automated DR has been on a demonstration level at few places in India. Next. Okay. And next interesting idea is home energy management system. Home energy management system is comprehensive solution that allow to monitor, control, and optimize the energy consumption of the home. And as we were discussing, all the smart devices and technology that can be integrated through the smart meters and smart plugs, and based on monitoring and controlling these devices, there can be just switched off and switched on. Next. These are some of the advantages of your home energy management system: cost saving, convenience, comfort, and sustainability. Next slide. Now, for example, you have to control your air conditioner. Okay. So you need a smart plug. You may need a smart thermostat, because the thermostat may allow you to set the temperature of the air conditioner. Your smart plug may convey that just switch off or the switch on time of your air conditioner. Similarly, your lighting, for example, in case of your lighting, you can automate and control the lighting. And solar integration, you can allow the solar lights manage and optimize the use of just solar energy. So these all things are part and parcel of the home energy management system. Next.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So whatever you are doing, you suppose this is through your appliances, your various behavioral techniques or automated techniques. After all this implementation, you need the measurement and verification. Measurement and verification comprises your trend analysis, pattern of energy consumption, pre-implementation electricity use, then post-implementation electricity use. What are the key parameters that have been measured? There may be some measures you might have carried out, but power quality may suffer. So that power quality means your frequency, your harmonics, that should not be compromised by your DSM measures. All these data, that is baseline data and post implementation data, is collected for monitoring and verification of demand side management implementation. Next. Thank you. That's all from my side. And I have covered the main component of demand side management, which comes the management, and now floor is open for the question and answer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you everyone for your attention so far. We are now moving into the Q&A portion of the webinar.
Okay. Shreya, there are few questions in the chat box. Let us start from these questions, and meanwhile, some more the questions will come.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah,
Yes, no.
yeah.
So let's get started with the first question we have received. Why BLDC fans consume less than standard fan?
A very good question. And
Hello.
to understand this, we have to understand the BLDC technology, because this BLDC fan is a DC fan. Your conventional fan is basically an induction kind of fan that needs the capacitor first to start and run the motor. Okay, and this your BLDC fan is just a DC fan that may not they that may not need any capacitor, that may not need any regulator, and all the control and other things that are electronic kind of thing. That's why there is considerable saving in the electricity consumption. This is due to the technology. This is your DC fan, and the conventional one is your AC fan. And if you need your technology, part of thing, how this BLDC can works and other things, that I can share separately, because due to the time constraint, we can't discuss here the whole construction of this BLDC technology. Okay, that we will share you just separate. I think this is the question from the Sayyid Mohammed Raza. Okay, next question.
Next question is also from Syed Mohammed. Question is, for energy substitution as a part of DSM, do user has to get permission from the IOCL authority body? Do we have cap on the power generated through energy substitution as a part of DSM?
A very good question. Okay. Actually, as per the energy substitution, for the small measures like your solar geyser or solar water heating system, you don't need any permission from the local authority or from the DISCOM. But if you are going for solar rooftop or other kind of thing, then you need the permission. You have to intimate your DISCOM. And in case of the grid connected system, you have to get the clear-cut the permission from the DISCOM. Your meter will be replaced, and your meter will be installed. And even if you are using the stand-alone system and you have a separate electricity electricity connection. In that case, also you have to intimate your discount from your this municipal corporation and other local your bodies. No, not your such a permission is your required. That the permission is required when you are doing some of when you add some of the public place. If you are installing the solar rooftop at your own premises or at on your rooftop, then you need the permission from the discom only. Okay, but there may be your cases your when this solar rooftop in this solar rooftop or solar plant may be installed at a public place or in a park, like apartment or something. In that case, you need the permission from the competent authority, uh, who are the owner of that place. Okay. Any more question?
Now, sir, moving to the third question. The third question is from Jagannath Keshavan. Can we get ADR readily?
Actually, this ADR, for that ADR, you have to do the robust planning. Okay, and you have to apprise your customers. You have to explain your consumers about the ADR, and the ADR plan should be explained, should be intimated well in advance. Okay, so this cannot be done without taking into confidence of the consumers. So technology wise, it's okay, but that will be like your shutdown kind of thing. Before doing the ADR, you have to first create the awareness. You have to apprise your customers about your ADR plans.
So, moving further towards the fourth question. So, can you brief about energy efficiency operation in air compressor at factory?
So this the air the compressor is one of the potential area whenever we carry out the energy audits in the industrial units. Air compressor is the potential area where we can find lot of saving. Unfortunately, that is least you care you cared about the equipment. So about this, the air the compressor, I can just circulate or I can uh, share you some best operating your practices by which you can check the operation of your air compressor and how to improve your air compressor operation. Okay, please mention your mail ID. We will share you the standard operating your practices as well as how to improve the potential of your air compressor. That detail I will share with you. Okay, and this is the question from Mr. Arun Kumar. Okay, Mr. Arun Kumar, please mention your mail ID in the chat box.
Thank you for the detailed answer. Moving to the next question. HEMS available readily. This question is from Jagannath Keshwar.
Yeah, this the HEMS is available. Okay, and lot of the companies, Schneider and other companies are working in that direction. And this smart plugs are readily available in the market, and that is the costing only your 1,000, around the 1,000 per smart plug. And this Schneider, Wipro, many your this Blaze, many companies are there. If eh, you check on the Amazon and other portal, you will find lot of smart plugs are available now. So with that help of the smart plug, you can manage and monitor your energy consumption. At few places, we are running some pilots of that home energy management system. For example, in the Uttar Haryana Vidyut Nigam that has headquarter at Chandigarh, Panchkula, we are running a pilot program for that. Similarly, we are running a pilot program at Jaipur, the Vidyut Vikram Nigam, the JPBNL. At other places, there are some more players are working in that area. But this option is readily available, and you can yourself can do that. And if you need more information, please, my mail ID is there. You can mail me, or you can share your mail ID in the chat box. Then we can connect. And the question or one information is from the Mr. Girdhan, the Girdhar. This BLDC cost around rupees 40,000, 4,000 in Chennai. The gritters are actually that's the old story. Now prices have come down drastically, and you can purchase it around your 3,000. And if you have the bulk demand, that's available below 3,000 also. And one more ESL Mart is there, the Energy Efficiency Services Limited. They have their own portal through which also you can purchase it. That will be delivered to your place around in 3K, 3,000.
Thank you, sir, for that detailed answer. Now moving to the next question. What is the difference between peak load management and demand response program?
Actually, this demand response is a subset of peak load management. Okay. Peak load management is a macro term. Peak load management is possible, as we have discussed, by several means. First of all, if I can promote the energy efficient appliances, BLDC fan, your LEDs, your 5-star ACs. By that also, I can do the peak load management. But this demand response is that period only. Just suppose peak period is just 7 to 9 p.m. or some other period is there. If somehow I can connect with my consumers and I can ask them, please don't use your washing machines during that period, 7 to 9. So of course, the washing machine can be used at any time. But if I can convince, I can request my consumers to avoid that peak time. That's the demand response, behavioral demand response. Where this unnecessary load or some load that can be shifted to some other period of the day. So we can shift that load to from the peak time to other time. Okay, that's the demand response. And peak load the management comprises this demand response uh, as well as use of your energy efficient equipments, star rated appliances, as well as this your AgriDSM and other things, whatever we have discussed, solar photovoltaics and other things. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for your detailed answer. It looks like we have covered most of the question. If there are any we didn't get to, we will be sure to follow up after the session. Thank you again for joining us today, and we hope to see you at our next event. Have a great day. On the behalf of everyone, I want to sincerely thank you, Dr. C S Azad, sir, for taking the time to share such valuable insight with us today.
Okay. Thank you, Shreya. And please
Yes, sir.
collect the mail IDs of all the participants, share with me, and those who want the detailed answer like your compressor, suspended operating practices, and your efficiency potential. And so somebody has asked about the detail of BLDC technology. So the kind of detail I will just share separately. Okay, with the
Okay.
copy. Okay. Thank you all. And I think within time we have covered all. Thank you.